The future is approaching faster than you would imagine. These new technologies will alter the way we live, care for our bodies, and assist us in preventing a global catastrophe. Today's technology advances at a rapid rate. There seems to be a new technology that will revolutionize the future, sometimes every single day. Today we will be looking at technologies that will revolutionize the world. Before we begin, please like and subscribe to our channel. Intelligent exoskeletons. Exoskeletons have long been a part of popular science fiction as well as everyday life. Yet as time has gone on, technology has quickly advanced, becoming more remarkable. Most significantly, in recent years, we have observed that young people now have easier access to technology. The most cutting-edge mobile medical exoskeleton made especially for kids is called the Atlas 2030. Though not yet commercially available, this technology may one day provide kids with a lower body exoskeleton for medical purposes. Children with severe neuromuscular conditions, cerebral palsy, or spina bifida might benefit from this. Catapulting satellites into space. Who would have guessed that an improvised catapult would be the ideal means of launching satellites into space? Okay, so it is far more intelligent than a catapult, but the technology is comparable. A prototype technology called spin launch is used to launch satellites or other payloads into orbit. Instead of employing the conventional method of using chemical fuel found in conventional rockets, it achieves this by using kinetic energy. With this method, payloads could be spun at 8,000 km per hour in 10,000 g before being launched into space using a big launch tube. Little rocket engines will still be needed to launch payloads into orbit, however spin launch claims this system uses 70% less infrastructure and fuel than current systems. The business and NASA have a contract, and the system is currently being tested. Xenotransplantation. Even if it seems like a poor idea, one of the most recent medical operations is making quick progress, inserting a pig's heart into a person. The transplantation of a pig's heart into a person is one of the most frequently done surgeries so far. Currently, this has succeeded twice. Yet only one of the patients made it past a few months of life, while the other is still being monitored. Gene editing must be done prior to the surgery in order to implant the heart into the patient. It is necessary to add human genes and remove some genes from the heart, notably those related to immunological acceptance and genes that stop the heart's tissue from growing too quickly. These operations are currently dangerous, and their outcomes are uncertain. Yet, xenotransplants, which give animal hearts or tissues to humans who need them, may become commonplace in the near future. AI image generation. The field of art is a new industry to add to the list as artificial intelligence continues to do tasks just as effectively as humans. OpenAI researchers have developed software that can produce graphics with only verbal inputs. You can search for a dog wearing a cowboy hat singing in the rain and find a ton of absolutely unique pictures that suit the bill. Even the artistic style in which your request is returned is your choice. But there are still problems with the technology, like when we gave it bad instructions for drawing cartoon figures. The team behind the DALL-E technology is now working on its second generation and has further development planned. The creation of art exhibitions, rapid, original images for business purposes, and, of course, a revolution in the way memes are made on the internet are all possible uses for this technology in the future. Brain-reading robots. The application of brain-reading technology has significantly advanced in recent years and is no longer a sci-fi gimmick. Researchers from the Swiss Federal University of Technology Lausanne tried one of the most intriguing and useful uses we've seen so far. These researchers have succeeded in developing a method for tetraplegic patients, those who are unable to move either their upper or lower body, to communicate with the outside world. Their inventions include a robot arm, a brain-computer interface, and a machine learning algorithm. During tests, the robot arm would carry out easy tasks like navigating a barrier. Using an EEG cap, the program would then decipher brain signals and decide when the arm had performed a move that the brain had deemed improper, such as moving too closely to the obstacle or moving too quickly. The algorithm can then be modified over time to take into account personal preferences and brain signals. Future developments could include brain-controlled wheelchairs or devices to help tetraplegic patients. Natural language processing. The latest online innovation that is sweeping the nation is natural language processing. Although you have probably seen it in action in Google's autocomplete feature or when your smartphone offers a forecast of what you are trying to enter, it is actually capable of much more intelligent things. With its picture generator DALL-E 2, OpenAI, a firm at the vanguard of artificial intelligence, initially took the internet by storm. Now it's back, developing ChatGPT, a chatbot that can write poetry from scratch, easily explain complicated theories, and carry on lengthy discussions as if it were a real person. The GPT-3 program, which powers ChatGPT, was trained on billions of text instances before being taught how to construct sentences that make sense. A future application of AI is ChatGPT. It has demonstrated its capacity to create entirely original websites, write lengthy books, and even make jokes, but it obviously hasn't yet grasped humor. Hydrogen planes. Commercial flight carbon emissions are a major concern, however there may be a viable solution that has garnered significant financing. Plans for a hydrogen-powered aircraft were revealed as part of a £15 million UK initiative. The Aerospace Technology Institute is in charge of this project, known as FlyZero, which is being coordinated with the UK government. The team has developed a design for a mid-size aircraft that is entirely propelled by liquid hydrogen. It would be able to travel non-stop halfway around the globe with a capacity of about 279 passengers. Energy storing bricks. The red bricks used to construct homes can now store energy thanks to technological advancements. A process has been discovered by researchers at Washington University in St. Louis, Missouri, US, that can transform the inexpensive and easily accessible building material into smart bricks that can store energy like batteries. The scientists assert that walls made of these bricks may store a large quantity of energy and can be recharged hundreds of thousands of times within an hour, despite the fact that the research is still in the proof-of-concept stage. The scientists created a process to turn red bricks into a specific kind of energy storage device known as a supercapacitor. This involves covering test bricks with a conducting material called PET, which then permeated the porous structure of the burnt bricks to transform them into energy storage electrodes. Iron oxide, which is the brick's red color, aided in the procedure. Internet for everyone. How else would you read sciencefocus.com? Despite the fact that we seem to be unable to function without the internet, only about half of humanity is currently online. There are various causes for this, including societal and economic ones, but for some people, a lack of a connection makes the internet inaccessible. While Facebook abandoned plans to accomplish the same using drones, Google is steadily working to find a solution by utilizing helium balloons to beam the internet to inaccessible locations, which means startups like Hyber are stealing a march. By deploying their own network of shoebox-sized microsatellites into low Earth orbit, they have adopted a new strategy. These satellites wake up a modem linked into your computer or other device as they fly over and transfer your data. Organizations like the British Antarctic Survey already use its satellites, which orbit the globe 16 times a day, to provide internet connection to the most remote parts of the planet. Car batteries that charge in 10 minutes. Rapid charging for electric vehicles is seen to be essential to their uptake since it allows drivers to stop at a gas station, fully charge their car in the time it takes to buy a coffee and use the restroom, and do it in less time than a regular break. Rapidly charging lithium-ion batteries, however, can damage the batteries, according to US experts at Penn State University. That's end for today's video. What are your thoughts on this? Share with us in the comments down below. And please don't forget to subscribe.